Hello and welcome. I've seen have been absolute quality. So let's turn our attention to our feature game, Man City versus Bournemouth. City leading 3-0. Man City versus Bournemouth. City leading 3-0 at half-time. And it was İlkay Gündoğan that opens was.
Yeah, lovely finish. Really good play for Manchester City into Haaland, the target man, the real focal point that he's given them. Little 1-2, but a lovely finish. It's not an easy finish either. It's bobbling, it's bouncing, really combination play. But if you look at Haaland, even points to Walker, give the ball to Gündoğan, give it to him. Little 1-2 behind, and it's a really good finish.
Unbelievable finish. I mean, Haaland
behind, and it's a really good finish.
Unbelievable finish. I mean, Haaland darn off air. This is bouncing on his left foot. It bounces up and he's darn off air. This is bouncing on his left foot. It bounces up and he puts it inside the post by an inch. That's a brilliant finish from Gündoğan.
It really was. So they got off to a cracking start. They had plenty of chances before that, didn't they? And they
fantastic finish. Leaves Travis in the Bournemouth goal absolutely no chance. He semi-runs out of options here, and what can he do? Outside of the foot, and that's again a phenomenal finish.
I mean, as a striker, you must admire that.
It's brilliant. I mean, he gets to a point where he's got no other finish on. There's no pass. You can't give it to anyone else. But just to use the defender and just guide it round with the outside of your foot.
He liked
really
it.
Good finish. Yeah, what a goal. I loved it.
In unison, we all said it, and so did Pep. And then Phil Foden, a player that goes from strength to strength every season, had his day as well, Shane.
Yeah, well, I mean, Bournemouth make a mistake high up the pitch, giving it away, and then it's a long way back to track back. It's a massive pitch that he had, and again, De Bruyne here. What can you say? Dawn mentions on the comms, you know, nutmegs for the assist, and Foden obviously great run into the box. Doesn't quite get tracked by the Bournemouth midfielder. I think as Pearson can't keep up with him. Obviously, he just bumps him off there. Maybe Travis will be disappointed. Took a little nick off the defender, but finds his way in the back of the net. The keeper stays more square on. He might get a block on him, maybe.
I think the scary thing is that we've seen City like this before, and they have more gears to go. I mean, they're not even playing at their best. I just wonder, from Bournemouth's perspective, how do they manage this second half?
Well, I guess it's about not letting the scoreline get out of control. I mean, they've had good moments, by the way, Bournemouth. They've got themselves up the pitch. They played to Kiefer Moore's strength, hit him quite direct. He's had a couple shots at goal, brought others into play. But, of course, it's a long way back at the Etihad, because go and score 3 goals is about not letting the scoreline go out of control. 5, 6, 7, you don't want to see that. Just sit in your shape and just hope for a little bit of luck and try and still impose yourself on Manchester City.
Let's head to the Emirates next. Arsenal up against Leicester. It was another classy performance from Manchester City, and it was, by sure, a classy goal from that man there, Kevin De Bruyne. He certainly liked it. We enjoyed it. We could watch it over and over again. Well, let's get a sense of how Kevin De Bruyne reflects on today's match.
It's a sublime piece of skill to finish. What was going through your mind as you struck it? It's a sublime piece of skill to finish. What was going through your mind as you struck it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. You know, Phil gave me the ball and I was driving to the defender, and I think in the beginning he was giving me the outside, so I was trying. But then he was backing off and he tried it, and it went in well.
It's something that just seemed to come so naturally to you. Is that something you practice, or is that just in you?
Well, obviously, when I was young, I tried everything, and I got told off a lot of times of doing different things. But you know, it's something that is important, you know, to do inside, outside, both feet, because it can help, and today it did help.
That seemed a comfortable win.
The circumstances are hard. It's so hot. The pitch wasn't great, so makes it all the more difficult. But obviously wasn't great, so makes it all the more difficult. But obviously it's easy, and you know, even in the second half they were defending. It's easy, and you know, even in the second half they were defending so deep. So we didn't give too much away, but I think we can still go up a level.
What gear do you think they were in today?
I'd say probably 3rd gear, maybe.
3rd gear. It's quite scary, isn't it?
It is scary.
Should we have a look at all 4 goals then? Starting with İlkay Gündoğan's goal. How good was this one, Darren?
Yeah, as I said, a really good goal. Really good. Showing that he's just not a goal scorer. He can link play as well, but it's a really nice finish. Left foot into that far corner. Absolutely lovely, clean finish. As you can see, left foot into that far corner. Absolutely lovely, clean finish. As you can see here, as I said, him pointing to Kyle Walker where to pass the ball, but really good link-up play. As I said, a lot of people have said he's just a goal scorer. He shows there that he's a lot more than that, and it's one of Manchester City. Really good goal from Gündoğan.
And actually, that followed a run of chances, didn't it, Shane?
Yeah, it was coming, I think, in the game. They were the better team. Started really well, Man City, and Darren mentions Haaland there. He's a focal point for the team that they didn't have for the last 12 months, and he
I mean, this is just class. This is all about De Bruyne. I mean,
Talk us through his goal, Darren.
yeah, I mean, this is just class. This is all about De Bruyne. I mean, he's running with the ball. He's looking to pass it, but there's clearly no option there. But as he gets inside the box, he just uses the defender outside of his foot into the far corner. He's looking, can I slide Haaland in? Can I give it back to Foden? And by the time he's looking, can I slide Haaland in? Can I give it back to Foden? And by the time he uses the defender, Kelly, outside of the boot, crisp into the far corner. Really, really nice finish.
I love his interview as well. He says the coaches tried to coach.
Really, really nice finish.
I love his interview as well. He says the coaches tried to coach things out of him, but they shouldn't. You should enjoy it as a kid growing up. Do things, try things different. And even Pep, as you said there, Seaman loved that goal. He goes, "What the goal? What a goal that was!"
We all said that at the same time, didn't we? And then Phil Foden always has his say. How much have you been impressed by Phil Foden's development over the years?
Yeah, well, I mean, massive credit goes to Pep, the way he's looked after him. He's just getting better and better. He's added more goals to his game as well. Got great. He's just getting better and better. He's added more goals to his game as well. Got great attributes, good quality on the ball, and a really good finish there. But it's his energy as well. Because look there, he's with the midfield player, but it's his desire to get in beyond the Bournemouth back line. Really good pass from De Bruyne. Goalkeeper Shea should do a bit better.
Yeah, a bit disappointed. If he stays more square on, I think he gets a block on, but he just turns his body on it. But great, as Darren says, a fantastic run from Foden. Halfway line, the out sprints, I think, is Pearson. Gets inside the box and finishes off really nicely.
Although we saw a better performance from Bournemouth in the second half, there was an own goal, wasn't there, from Lerma?
Yeah, I mean, it was inevitable. They're going to tire, and you know, it's an unlucky, you know, OG that's normally happens, and you know, it's an unlucky, you know, OG that's normally happened. The job done first half, 3-0 half time. They were in cruise control second half. Is the job done first half, 3-0 half time. They were in cruise control second half, as Kevin De Bruyne mentioned as well. The heat, it was really hot out there today, and you know, they just stayed within their limits second half.
Bit of a taster for the likes of Bournemouth as to what they can expect from the Premier League, because this is what you have to come to expect.
We talk about the best team in the country. They won the Premier League last season again. They've got players. The squad depth is incredible. They've added the likes of Haaland squad, but Bournemouth, as I said, great performance last week. This was just a little bit of a reality squad, but Bournemouth, as I said, great performance last week. This was just a little bit of a reality.
Up against Leicester, we were really looking forward to this one. And anyone that had Jesus in their fancy team, well done. I'm saying that to myself as well. By the way.
We mentioned at half time as well, Seamus. Jesus could be a stroke of magic for